The Purge, directed by James DeMonaco, introduces a chilling, dystopian concept. In a near-future America, for one night each year, all crime, including murder, is completely legal. This annual event, called the Purge, is meant to release society's pent-up aggression and theoretically result in a more peaceful, crime-free year. The premise is simple yet terrifying, and it raises profound questions about human nature, morality, and the structures that govern society. The film focuses on the affluent Sandin family, who live in a gated suburban community. The father, James, played by Ethan Hawke, has built a fortune selling high-tech security systems designed specifically to protect the wealthy during Purge night. The film opens with the Sandins preparing for the night by locking down their home. However, their supposedly impenetrable fortress becomes a target when their son, Charlie, takes pity on a man, referred to as the Bloody Stranger, being pursued by a group of violent purgers and lets him inside. What ensues is a tense and terrifying night of survival, as the Sandins are forced to confront both external threats and their own moral choices.
Tonight allows people a release for all the hatred and violence that they keep up inside them.
Why don't you guys kill someone tonight?
Because we don't feel the need to, Joey.
Just remember all the good the Purge does.
Director James DeMonaco excels at building tension throughout the film. The claustrophobic setting of the Sandin home intensifies the feeling of entrapment, with the family's false sense of security quickly unraveling. As the night progresses, the danger becomes more immediate and personal, heightening the stakes. The tension is palpable as the family navigates the dangers inside and outside their home, and DeMonaco uses the limited setting to create a suffocating atmosphere. Ethan Hawke and Lena Headey, who plays James' wife, Mary, deliver solid performances that elevate the material. Hawke brings a mixture of confidence and vulnerability to his role as a father who initially believes in the system that enriches him but quickly finds himself questioning its morality. Headey, too, stands out, especially as her character grows more protective and fierce as the night goes on. The dynamic between the two leads adds emotional weight to the thriller aspects of the film. Though somewhat underdeveloped, the film does touch on pertinent social issues, particularly class disparity. The Purge is positioned as something that disproportionately affects the poor, while the wealthy are able to lock themselves away in their fortified homes. The film hints that this violent societal cleansing is a tool used by the elite to maintain their dominance by eliminating the lower classes, who are left more vulnerable to the violence. This commentary on class, wealth, and privilege adds another layer to the story, making it more than just a home invasion thriller.
Your home tells me you're good folk, just like us. One of the haves.
And your blue flowers tell me that you support the Purge.
And we want to treat you fairly, so listen closely.
Despite its unique setup, The Purge quickly settles into a familiar home invasion thriller formula. Once the Purgers show up outside the Sandin home demanding the Bloody Stranger, the plot becomes fairly predictable. The film relies on typical genre tropes, such as jump scares, masked intruders, and last-minute rescues, rather than pushing the boundaries of what the premise could offer. While the tension is well maintained, the story's progression feels formulaic, and by the film's climax, it treads familiar ground. The Purge is a film built on a provocative and thought-provoking concept, but it largely sticks to the conventions of a home invasion thriller rather than fully exploring its larger social and political implications. The suspense and tension keep the film engaging, and the strong performances by Hawke and Headey add emotional weight to the story.
We'll be fine just like always, no worries, okay?
This is your emergency broadcast system, announcing the commencement of the annual Purge.
However, the narrow focus on the Sandin family's survival and the predictable plot limit the film's potential. The film was a success, grossing $89 million against a $3 million budget, which led to a sprawling franchise that eventually delved deeper into the world it introduced. In many ways, The Purge feels like a starting point for the larger, more ambitious stories that would come later in the series. While it doesn't fully capitalize on its concept, it remains an entertaining and suspenseful thriller that touches on timely social issues, even if it doesn't explore them in depth.
At the siren, all emergency services will be suspended for 12 hours. Your government thanks you for your participation.